Shut up, Fran. Oh my god, that, yeah, you're not wrong, but at the same time, shut up. Child reference. Alright then. So what actually changes if you play on, like, the other difficulties, Lemon? Like, do the saves actually change? Because I didn't notice any wuss saves. Like, I don't know if this game's the same if you play on... Oh, no, you can't play on hard. You just force the bow. For some reason. And I don't get why. Because, like, I totally feel like I don't deserve the bow. I've beaten the game. It's not an easy game. Screw you. If you only give one difficulty, the rule is no bow, as far as I'm concerned. But whatever, okay. Forced bow it is. Maybe a bit early on the stopping there, but fine. Hey, Logic. Sorry, I can't really look at chat too much while I'm playing this, as you can probably tell. Oh, that was... okay, hi. I didn't realize I was at the third already. I don't know how I lived there, but okay, cool. Yellow makes me fear. Okay, well, I live. I've done 2 damage to yellow. This is not optimal. Oh yeah, this is not an optimal yellow. I'm gonna get like 1,000 yellow bullets by the end of this, and I am not looking forward to that moment. This bouncing fruit is just gone. I shouldn't have shot. Every time on green. Oh, I should... Apparently that was hard. How was speedruns today? Hi, how's it going? I'm playing a big kid fight made by a guy in chat called LemonX Reaper. He's an asshole. Why am I recording this? I'm not recording anymore. We're done with recording. It's a really cool fight and I'm a big fan of it. I changed the capture slightly. Wanted to fix that. There we go. Yeah, I like not having the bow as well when you're doing something hard. Like, if you're playing a big kid fight, I feel like you deserve no bow. Like, you deserve to not have the bow there. And, like, Lemon doesn't even give me the choice, and I'm actually kind of upset about that as well. Like, it's not even, like, an options in the title screen. Like, I feel like should be, like, Crimson Needle, where it's just, like, an option, you know, at the start. Where it's just, like, bow on, off. On, no. And it's not even there, and that actually kind of annoys me, honestly. I would have mentioned this earlier, but that wasn't a thing in the versions I played, so... I literally couldn't. Thanks, Lemon. Like, oh yeah, here's 3 stages of a game that I'll finish at some point. By the way, things you don't like will be in the game. I'm a prick. There is actually an option to make it synced in Yo-Yo Engine, Fram. But it's not exactly hard to change anyway. You just put it in end step instead of step event. But obviously nobody does that because you just leave it as default. Ah, crap. I shouldn't have shot there. I thought red meant the other one for some reason. And by the other one, I mean blue somehow. I don't know how. Yeah, most people don't. Yeah, because it's easier to not change it and most people don't care, so... I'm kind of indifferent on them, honestly. Like, both options are kind of neat in their own way. Give a different feel to it. Like, the difference between having an animation and not having an animation on things, in a sense. Is bouncing. Red's genuinely, like, one of the best to try to get bouncing on, because you're already going to be forced away from it anyway. Like, genuinely a fan of red and getting the bouncing fruit to spawn. Crap. Why was that in the corner? Thought be a little off. Oof. If that was moving faster, I would have died. For sure. I couldn't read it. That's on me. That's on me. Shouldn't have shot anyway. I wasn't sure. Given all 4 difficulty options, but all saves are worst saves. Yeah, that seems like leaky, alright. All saves are worst saves. Okay, what an arsehole. Oh my god. And I shot late too by a frame. Cool. And no, it wasn't lagging. Yeah, well, you only get one of the two generally. Bow and option on lag. Bow and not lag, or, you know, customizable bow, I guess. I don't know. Let Plasma know so we can add that option to buy balloons. Buy balloons as a bow and I'll be very surprised. Ah, bad spikes, couldn't get more shots in there. Well, okay, I live. Neat. Probably could have shot a little faster on this one, but I didn't really trust it, I'm gonna be honest. Seriously, like, it's when the spike spawns to one side and you expect it to be to the other one, it throws you off so much. Genuinely, could you add an option? Like, if there's gonna be, like, maybe a final version, get another version, Lemon, because of, like, the minor changes to this fight. Could you add an option for bow versus no bow? Like, I just don't see the... Like, it feels insulting, you know? It almost feels insulting. For a fight like this, at least. Why is it dead? Why is it dead? Ah, I should have jumped over too. I should have jumped over too. That's on me. I wasn't ready for it. Crossbow kid. The fact that that attack was dead really threw me off there, honestly. And a bow to big kid. No, that's the 1 in 100. 1 in 100 chance you get big kid with a bow. He dies in one shot. It doesn't count as a real clear. Or you can just add it like, you know, like char stuff, basically. But yeah, one of the two. You get the choice there. Damn it, that would have been a decent attempt too. Like, having blue done was great because blue late game is hard. I've actually seen green for not a long time, and I don't know how that's happened, so... Oh, hello. No, it's fine. I just won't shoot to the end. It's safer this way. Crap. Should have died there. Like, funnily enough, red's the one that feels least affected by the bouncing fruit as well, for the most part. Oof. Okay, I guess I should have stopped shooting sooner, but I couldn't tell. I'll shot anyway. Definitely can't do another one. Attack's gonna time out, so... Ah! I do find it very funny how much damage you miss on blue when there's a bouncing fruit around, despite the fact it logically should make a difference. Why would you do that from the corner? I get that they don't speed up, but I'm gonna be honest. Doing it from the far left-hand side feels like a bad move still. be red. Balls. Alright, cool. First time, a second bouncing. Let's go. Where the water bullets get kinda fast. Ah! And it slipped because it was moving too quickly and I hit the corner of the thing again. Damn it! Good attempt. Hit second bounce, let's go. That was like 30 hits left. That was still 30 hits left. There was still 30 health left on that, but that was still like 30 hits left. That's not too bad. And now for the slowest fight in existence. I really don't know if I want red or blue for the ending. I think I might do the high strap for the late game because I've got to, like, go far to the left afterwards. Yeah, although it is a little different. Having 30 hits left on this is a tad different to 30 hits left on regular Love Trap, obviously. These 30 hits technically are the hardest 30 hits as well, but, like, they're not quite as exponentially difficult. Because one is a tad more balanced than the other. I see. And how did I miss that? Dang it. How did I miss that? Come on. Well, one more blue and that thing is gone. That's for sure. Oh, really too early? The iframes don't get longer the further into the fight you go, right, Lemon? I'm fairly certain they don't, but like... That was on me. That was bad of me. Yeah, I didn't think it would be good either. I didn't think it'd be a great time either, but I could be wrong, because I've not exactly had it at the end, because I've not gotten to the end, so... Like, I genuinely feel like blue's probably the hardest attack if you get to the end, but you gotta get to the end with blue still, so... Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with shooting the wall on that one. Considering, like, how far to the left I've got to go, and, like, I'm pretty much constantly going left, I don't know, maybe jumping high is the answer for red? Ah, well, hello, yellow. Hello, frame one yellow bullet there. Don't know how I managed that one, but sure. Why would I make dumb decisions sometimes, but fair enough. I love when I can just get like 2 or 3 shots in quick succession on this. It's great. Actually paying attention to make sure I, you know, see where the spikes are going, because that's kind of important here. Green. Oh, cool. Thanks for the stutter there, game. I appreciate it. I'm so glad when you lag on me. It already has high priority. I can't even fix it. Fan-bloody-tastic. GM8 to Trainwreck. Oh, but it's 8.2. Still a Trainwreck. It's still GM8. That's the problem. Yeah, maybe Renix is GM8, but it is still GM8, and there's only so much you can do to fix that. Renix engine does not fix lag. Well, it does fix lag, but like only the insane lag. When it's like clearly running like 20 FPS, it doesn't fix stutters. Like freezing on the song loops, I guess. Don't know if I missed a shot because I've taken my time on that one there, but oh well. 7. Oops. That's what I get for looking at chat there. I use 7, so the one that shouldn't really have problems. I already feel like I'm playing too fast, which is annoying. Sounded funny the way I first said it. That's fair. Like, I assume it's because some PC part's old or something. But, yeah. Because, like, Classic started lagging at some point after the longest time on one specific save. Because there's a ton of objects there, admittedly. So it makes sense it's on that save, but at the same time it didn't used to. It's specifically, like, 48 FPS that it's consistent at. But yeah, it's a thing for some reason. But that's specifically lag. I don't know about stutters. Stutters came in way later for some reason. Hello. How are you today? I really can't read chat while I'm playing this. It's like that for normal Big Kid as well, but it's because there's constant activity going on. Like, if you ask something, I'm not going to be able to answer it until after I die. So I'm just going to have to, like... Damn it! Well, there you go. Cool, problem solved. Either one's too fast or too slow. Interesting, huh? Is Windows' own sound engine? I don't think that's on Windows 7 still, considering it used to be fine. I still think that's because of the game, like Game Maker. Gravity reversal mechanic. Yes, but no. There's a not great Keller fight, which puts all 5 bosses from K2 Boss Rush into one fight, into one room. So technically yes, but also no. I would hate that. As shown because... Actually, no. Was it K2 Warped or K2 Extra? Does actually have, like, some sort of, like, in the middle of the screen jumping that you do. I think it's with water. And then Gravity Man flips you in the middle of it. Yeah, it's Crimson. That was why. It's Crimson and then Gravity Man flips you. So, yeah, no, not a fan. Not a great time, gonna be honest. You could not make a regular Big Kid fight with Grab Flip, that's for sure. It would get way too hard. Green. I actually couldn't remember what green was for a moment there. I was waiting for it to just start. Shouldn't have gone for that shot. Okay, worked out. It was red. Still nearly died anyway. Nice lag there. That wasn't even because of the lag, but it did throw me off there. Sideways gravity, immediate. Oh my god, you'd have to constantly fall out of the water bullets. But you also wouldn't be able to shoot the boss, so... Pros and cons. But that does actually sound kind of cool. I mean, like, constantly fall out of the water instead of, you know, jumping between the bullets. That last shot might have been yeah, it was a bit late. It's fine, because I got red. I am glad there's like a 2 in 3 chance that you don't immediately die if you overshoot on green. Like, you either get red or yellow and it's fine. Or you get blue, it's like, well, guess things get hard now. I really need to stop back shooting there. Like, already the bullets are starting to get a little fast for it. God, these yellows are not that fast. Ah! Oh yeah, God, no. No, definitely not. That one last stray bullet just kind of being a problem, but it's actually not in the way. It just looks scary. Yeah, like, this fight is definitely, like, what I expect from LemonTrap Big Kid as well. You've really just got to be able to pay attention for, like, 5 minutes straight to be able to play it well. And if you lose focus for a moment, it's very much going down the crapper very quickly. I'm glad I got the 1 year Omake thing done, at least, so that's nice. Oh, hello. I thought I... Man, I thought I had that. Maybe if you make the song longer, it won't break. Yeah. Technically true, however, it'll probably just lag really hard when I enter the room in the first place. So, pros and cons there. I do wonder, how big is this song in terms of file size anyway? I know it's like a minute long. Like minute and a half or something. Why would you shoot there? That was terrible. Like, if that horizontal fruit had been pretty much anywhere that was a problem, that would have been bad. Anywhere other than, like, the extreme top or bottom. Three megabytes? Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, fair enough. I'm assuming you literally just ripped it from LemonTrap. That was too high, really? Man, I thought I was lower in the water when I jumped. Bollocks. This fight's so fast-paced, I don't even think about, like, the deaths, really. It doesn't feel like they matter. And I get if I was wanting to clear, like, it really does, but, like, I don't know, it's just fun to play. If you're really trying hard to clear, then obviously these deaths are very important because they very much tire you out pretty quickly. But at the same time, I'm not hugely worried about it. I mean, I did just have that one attempt a moment ago that already reached, you know, phase 2. 2? 3? Considering I used to call the start phase 0, phase 2 feels right. However, that's not how this boss works, so... I don't know. Like, dude, what am I supposed to do with that? Just get lucky and don't have it be in the middle of a bad place. Like, alright, cool, thanks. God, friggin', I hate when I jump and I'm not in the water. $1.2 megabytes, nice. Ah, my bad. Big Kid boss conceptually. I mean, yeah, I feel like Necron's ideas are always interesting, so... That's, like, any boss that doesn't use the standard layout is generally an interesting boss. I think Big Kid is just like, he thought it'd be cool if you could jump on their bullets. Ah, but all the bullets are death. How do I solve that? Okay, make some of them water. There you go. Like, probably just thought it'd be funny if you are the final boss, as opposed to how it normally works. Or maybe he just thought it's another I Want to Be the Guy type reference, you know? Because, like, the final boss is the guy, which is you, in a sense. And then, you know, from there, he just came up with the rest of the idea. Ah, yes, blue into red into blue. Nice. 3 damage. Also means yellow and green are going to be hard later. Also means blue's basically done. Son of a bitch, why did it spawn to the right? Because, like, I just have the left column blanked out in my mind because that's where the spike is supposed to be. So the fact that it then spawns a spike further right just means I have 2 columns blanked out and I can't figure out where I can go for a moment. So I realize the left column is suddenly available again. And then I'm always too late somehow, and I just hit the spike dead center, and it's so annoying that I hit it dead center so frequently. That's on me. I thought red was 4-way again. I don't know why I keep thinking red is 4-way. But, like, I keep seeing the red attack and thinking it's the 4-way bullets. Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Fair enough. I have no idea why. That... Dude, I've had one good attempt and I'm already exhausted. My eyes are already tired. They've done their focus today. They did Miku and this. And that's it. Why would you go for that, and how did I almost live? Like, they gave one attempt on this, and like, well, it was a good run. Which is annoying, because I really do think I could beat this. But it's another case of like, ah, yes, I can't play perfectly at my best, therefore I guess I die. For an hour. I'll just wait, whatever. Which is really annoying, so like, yeah, I could do this. Or... and think about this for a moment, I could die for an hour before getting frustrated and quitting the game. Ooh. Crazy. You know? And it's just, it's annoying. When you know you can do something and you screw it up. Because there really isn't much difference between the start and the end of this fight as far as I'm concerned. If you can do the start, you can probably do the end, it's just a little slower. Which is no big deal. It's a big kid fight. I think I can handle going a little slower. Yeah, this is already getting a little hard. I don't know what the best strat is for this, honestly. Alright, and that's the last shot. Because otherwise things are going to be an issue. And not just because the bouncing fruit's nearby. Don't be blue. Okay, thank you. I actually was really worried that was going to be blue there. I don't know if this makes this easier in a way, because it means I have more bullets to get past the horizontal one, like the right side one. Why is it not blue? I know why, it's because I got too much damage to blue already, haven't I? That's why. Yeah, that makes sense. Whew. Don't. Ah, that's why I don't like high. It reduces my jump movement. Won't we all know it? I'm sorry, I had to like deal with 50 things in the meanwhile. What was that in response to? Yeah, I don't know, Lemon. I can't handle high. I really can't. It reduces so much of your space. That's the problem. Like, there was room there for sure, and I panicked. But like, it still feels like my point's correct. It's just like the Sceptile. Like, if you spawn it high, then you don't have the room to jump half the time. And the problem with this is that you kind of need to jump because there's, you know, death below you. Not even the spikes above you, specifically below you. More right. Ah, yes, when the bullets are moving at speed 5, I need to be more to the right. No! I'm not doing that. Why in the hell would I be more to the right? That means I'm basically just jumping on nothing. Is it doable? Sure. Is it suicidal? Feels like it. Like, screw that. To hell with that option. No. No, I'm not doing that. That's dumb. Yeah, I'm sticking with my strat at this point. Probably gonna be a problem later, but at that point I'll figure it out there. Sure as hell ain't a problem at the start. It sure as hell is a lot easier at the start. Again, speaking from experience on Septile. Ah, that was a bad one. I didn't think that... Okay, well... Die! Really? Come on! I thought I'd fall past that one. Oh, rage quitting. Oh no, I do quit. I mean, I get frustrated many times when I'm playing bosses. I get exhausted, I get pissed off at myself, and then I stop playing for the day. That's happened very frequently. It happened on Yoshi during Can't Stop, for example. Like, I really should have gotten that one, but I got upset at myself, and it kind of ruined the experience. No, that happens very frequently, unfortunately. In terms of, like, permanently stopping, no, that's not what I meant at all. If it sounded like that, fair enough. Wasn't what I meant, though. No, I'm definitely not going to permanently stop playing this game. I'm going to beat it. Because I can. And it's not that difficult compared to some of the other nonsense I keep putting myself through. I mean, honestly, it doesn't feel that difficult in general to me anyway. But it definitely isn't in terms compared to some of the other nonsense I put myself through, so... No, I couldn't tell where to go. Damn it! Oh, yeah, I'd never say I'd give up on the boss in general. Like, in total, no. That wasn't what I meant with the phrase thing, though. I meant for the day. And then I'd come back to it later. No, this boss is fun. I like it. Why do I ever not play it when I haven't cleared it? Why do these spikes spawn in the wrong spot sometimes? They're stupid. That I blinked and just didn't think about that. Yeah, this is the problem. I've had one good attempt, I already can't seem to play it. That's kind of annoying. I already can't really play. That's kind of a pain. I don't really have anything else in plan for today either, and the fact that it's so goddamn hot suddenly for some reason. I don't know why it's warmer at 3:30 than it was at 1:30, but okay. Like, it genuinely feels hotter at 3 than it did, like, 3 hours ago. I don't know how that works. I didn't really have anything else planned for today, so I'll probably just kind of leave it there. But hey, I got 1 Yomaki done, so that's cool. That was all stupid, and I definitely should not have succeeded in life there. Oh, come on! Why was that spike not to the right? That's exactly what I mean. It wasn't even a hard dodge either. It's just like, I could have sworn that spike should be in the 3rd column where I was, and then it spawned in the 2nd, and I don't know why. Like, that should have been the 3rd column. This targeting is scuffed. I straight up don't understand how it works. Yeah, I fell into that. Yeah, fair enough. Could have jumped in time. Falling into the bullet that's spawning. Your red strat is dumb. Has anyone else done your red strat yet, Lemon? Like, including the test players, because I assume most people that play this game haven't got this far. Not, you know, normal or extra. They don't try enough. Have you seen anyone else do the jump fall strat? Because it seems like the natural thing to do on Septar, because, you know, you gotta jump for it, but, like, turns out it's bad there as well. Whereas here, it's not really the natural thing to do, because it means you're not in the water for so long. Have you seen anyone else do your strat for this attack? Obviously on normal, because nobody else has bothered with extra yet. That probably was a bad shot. Yellow, so it worked out. I'll just wait. Didn't trust it. Heck yeah, max damage on green. It was bad. Crap. Didn't think the red would catch up that soon. I jumped out of the water. Yeah, I know nobody's beaten it. I was wondering, I don't know if anybody's really tried it properly, other than myself and Stinky. And I know Stinky does my strat for red. I don't know if he came up with it on his own, or he actually, like, looked at my clear or something. Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't know what anyone else has done. Kiyoshi's obviously got to it, but I don't know how much he's really cared for it. I'm kind of annoyed that I'm not getting back to the second part as much. I get it, but it's still annoying. Because, like, this is what I mean. This boss is, like, even more so than LemonTrap. I feel like once you get the attacks once, you really shouldn't die to them anymore. Even with the bullets speeding up, until at least, like, the last 30. Like, fair enough, the last 30 hits are kind of tough. But then past that... Like, before that point, I really don't think it should be that bad to try to, like, reach 2 bouncing fruits. I jumped before I hit the water, but that was a bad situation anyway that I put myself in. This leniency idea? I mean, I can. Like, it definitely would have saved me on one of my good attempts. But that one would have been fair enough anyway. I jumped like a pixel, like a couple of pixels out of the water, so it's pretty clear that I wasn't in the water there. Damn it! Son of a bitch. I wish I could stop dying. I'm assuming this will affect regular Big Kid as well. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be spamming. Is there just like an object on top of the object or something? That just gives you jump? I don't know how you'd make it, really. I don't think that's how I'd make it. I don't know if it'd be good, but... Actually, yeah, I guess you could just make it so it's specifically in the corners as well, couldn't you? I don't know why that last one was, like, the second column, not the first, but I'll take it. It worked in my favor. Why was that the first, not the second? Whatever, okay. Crap. Okay, that could have been bad. Like, it's gonna be kind of hard for me to, you know, really give feedback properly, because I kind of need to get screwed to be able to even try it. But, like, I can at least give it a shot, sure. Spikes just kind of sucked there, unfortunately. Yeah, Spikes just kind of sucked on that attempt, unfortunately. Oh, I'm gonna have a lot of red health at the end of this. Now, speaking of the leniency thing. Speaking of leniency there. Didn't think I jumped high enough to leave the water bullet, but okay. Fair enough. Sure glad that was a good attempt. Just, you know. Woo! Oh, come on, really? Okay, Blue. I mean, you've already lost, like, at least a third of your health, but sure, we can do more, I guess, before the first fruit spawns. Oh, I thought I was dead. How did that spawn in the third column, not the second? Make up your goddamn mind, you stupid thing. I do love that, like, red is one of the few that you can still kind of shoot when they're bouncing fruit spawning. God, I've got nothing on yellow or green at the moment, that's for sure. I don't know how this attack order works, but man, I have nothing on these two. And that was terrible, and I lived anyway somehow, but okay. Sure, I guess. Come on to that, though. I hate dying to green. I hate dying to green, because that's the sort of thing that's always going to kill you. It's never going to be anything else. Which means I've died to that jump so many times at this point. And I know how to deal with it, but for some reason I just can't quite judge where the hitbox is. Like, the way things curve, the move, I guess, it doesn't feel like it's at an angle or something. I judge it straight, and then I die, and I'm sad. And, like, I know better at this point, and yet, it's still a problem. Maybe? I don't know, like, how long are the iframes? Ah! Spikes kinda sucks, gonna be honest. It is a second, okay. But obviously you need to play it slower by the end, and not just because double bouncing through, but because the bullets are faster. Let's say, I don't know, 5 seconds a shot. That was very lucky on that dodge. $500 seconds. That. Okay. Yeah, misread that with the bouncing fruit there for sure. Oh boy. I feel like the fruit suddenly picked up speed somehow, and I don't know how. Didn't I get both bouncings on red now? Okay. Ah, okay. God, yeah, that was definitely a terrible shot there. Okay, almost fell out because the water was moving so quickly and I wasn't ready for that. There we go. I was gonna say, that had to be dying soon, right? I don't know, I don't think it takes 5 minutes. Ah, that was moving in line with the friggin' bullets, though! It's moving in time with the bullets, come on! Okay, 5 seconds seems a bit long now that I think about it, because that's 10. That would be 10 minutes there, so yeah. Yeah, 1 every 2 to 3 seconds sounds about right. Man! Why was that moving in speed with the thing? That's so upsetting. I had that. Like, I was reading that perfectly. Like, I literally, I don't know, I guess I had to, like, go with the bullet or something, like, land before the fruit and then jump behind it, which, man, that's always a dumb time. That was so hard to deal with. Oh, I'm upset. That was a good attempt. Why was that spike on the first column? Whatever, okay. Sure. God, it feels like so much time. I think I just got a call and I couldn't tell because my phone was on the floor in the distance. Yeah, because I have it plugged into the charger. Whoops. Hold on. Hold on. Is somebody calling me and I didn't realize? And there goes the headphone. Yep. We do have a missed call from number unknown. I don't know whose number it is, but I have a call from them, so I guess I'll deal with that later. With the snapping? Yeah, no, I know, I realize. No, I realize you can go over. You saw me try to go over. It's just, you know, not jumping high feels safer sometimes. But for the most part, I am jumping over. If I can't tell which way to go for it, then I just jump over it. Unfortunately, it snapped to what was probably the highest position possible. So, screw me, I guess. So I kind of had to go under that one because I was like, what, a couple of pixels away from the top of the water and it wasn't quite high enough? I mean, it was if I'd held right, but you know. Wasn't sure if I could even get to the water on the other side there with that. It sure isn't. Maybe I shouldn't have even shot there. I died to the bullet somehow? Okay, cool. I'll admit I looked away from the screen, but that's because I was certain that I was, like, dealing with the rest then. I didn't think I was going to die to the bullet. The bullet was off screen. The fact that I'm going to have to deal with that call now is very distracting. That's annoying. I'm assuming that's relating to the thing that happened recently. I thought that was all dealt with. Still really hard to reach out while you play this, that's for sure. Like, for the most part on yellow, that was a terrible shot and I don't know why I took it. You just, like, make sure that the horizontal is not going to be in the way. And then you go for it. Hello, hi. You can tell I wasn't really reading that bouncing fruit. That was not the greatest of calls there, but okay. That was... Alright then, sure. That was also not the greatest of calls there. Actually, that was an absolutely atrocious call, and somehow I'm still alive, so... Okay. Never make that call again. Unlike the one I'm going to have to make on my phone later. Hopefully I won't have to do that one again later either. Like I'll never have to make that again either, hopefully. But still, we'll see how that goes. I probably should be reading the bouncing fruit better. Ah, wait. If I shoot again here, he was a bit late. Never mind. I can never judge the low ones. Like, the low-angled ones are always the hard ones. Oh, normally I don't either, but I'm assuming it's related to the recent thing, and it's possible it's the number that I have actually texted Lemon. So I probably know it. It's just that obviously I'm not opening the phone right now, so I can't tell for sure. So I'm gonna have to do that first before I can check. Okay, well, fair enough. Changing to blue means I got lucky anyway, so... Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I'm assuming it's bathroom-related reasons. I pressed left, though. What was the problem? I was almost phase 3. Damn, nice. Almost second bouncing fruit. Yeah, no, 90% of the time, somebody calls me and I don't recognize the numbers. Like, well, you didn't leave a message, so sucks to be you, I guess. Those were sick dodges and entirely unnecessary. Well, I got a lot of damage on yellow early, I guess, so that's nice. That was a bad last shot, I think. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that'd be fast enough to catch up to me. It's just, yeah, it's not really phases, it's just bouncing fruit. I'm used to calling it phase 1, 2, 3, just because Big Kid actually kind of changes in LemonTrap. So there it kind of is phases. It's very much not here. But, like, that's what I'm used to doing, so... And it kind of is phases still, just because the bouncing fruit do affect how you have to play. But it's really not. Like, for the most part, it just means you have to wait at points, that's all. Which isn't really that bad. How am I still getting yellow with this yellow that I had at the start? I should really be shooting slower on yellow as well because of that. Just kind of going ham on it, huh? Which, I mean, cool, it works, but at the same time, that's not the smartest of ideas. I really wanted that extra shot really badly, and I don't know why. But I got it, so... Good job, me. Why did it spawn 2 columns over? I don't get why it spawns 2 columns over. Ah, I hate when it does that. It throws me off every time. Like, I swear I'm not moving more than 32 pixels. But the game says otherwise. Like, maybe a bit more, sure, but it feels like I must be on the edge of one and then I'm on the edge of the other. So I'm moving like 40 pixels and apparently that 8 is too much. And it's really annoying. Yeah, I thought that would be death. I couldn't see how to go right in time, though. Not after I single jumped. Two jerk fruits around. Yeah, for sure. Like, in LemonTrap, it changes things because you got to be aware of double bullets all the time, but, like, here it's a little different. Like, I'd say the main one they affect is this, obviously, because this just goes anyway. But I don't feel like it ever feels unreasonable like it can be in LemonTrap. That was way too low. Good. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for the record, by the way, Lemon, that fruit that I just saw, like, from the right, could I have jumped over it? Yes, but it's a really high jump, and jumping under is far easier. So... Like, I know I can always jump over, but it sure doesn't feel like the right answer half the time. Especially when it goes high like that. Like, it really doesn't feel like the right answer for that sort of a situation. Because, like, it's so high up. It's going to be awkward as hell. You got to get high in the fruit, and you still got the other two to deal with, so on and so forth. Like, it feels like if you're going over, it's because you were forced to. At least I'm reaching, like, the first bouncing fruit more frequently, I think, so that's nice. That is some semblance of progress. I think I can get 3. Yeah. Oh, wow, that is just all the way over there, huh? Yeah, the 5th one was a bad idea. But, like, the first 4 were fine. Oop, bad move. Like, why would I go over that, for example, you know? Are you sure you can always go over them? That did look a bit high to go over there. Oh, yeah, no, I thought that was always a way. Just sometimes that way is hard. Woo! He lives! Let's go! Green's fun to go fast on, but man... yeah, case in point. Can it be hard sometimes if you get unfortunate angles? Like, even knowing it's not random 360 doesn't really help me that much. Like, why was... Like, I pressed to the right and it was the same column. How was that the same column? What do you mean, game? Like, I was barely to the right of the spike that just passed me. It shouldn't be the same bloody place. What is wrong with you? You can notice I'm doing the double tap now because I don't trust myself to not be high enough to make it over. Oh, get close. Yeah, I don't think I go for another one here. I guess I was shooting a bit fast early on, so... No, really? I shot the wall. Good. Hello. Yeah, I'm going to the bouncing fruit pretty frequently, which is nice. I'm glad about that. That's something. And now the water's moving fast enough, the blue's not so bad to, like, move to the left. Like, it's actually kind of hard sometimes when it's going slowly. Yeah, I saw the fruit coming, I wanted to go left, but I didn't think of it in time. Fair enough. Yeah. Spike! Let's go! Spike! Yay! Ugh. It's so annoying being close to a clear, knowing you can get it and not quite being able to get it. I definitely know I can get this. Like, obviously. Like, it is still 30 hits, but it doesn't feel like it's that far off, if I'm honest. Oh, that was... Oh, wow, that's why I double tap on the red shots. Yeah, I don't really understand that. I think the joke's just supposed to be haha W's again, but... Alright. LemonTrap's fun still, because it's a good game. I shot a bit too fast and blue. Fair enough there. Hard boss, but that makes sense. It's extra big kid. That's how X-Big Kid tends to go. Regardless of what game it's in. Ah, that was a dumb shot, though. Alright, that's the last one. Like, I always have to mentally say that to my... And that's why I thought it might be a bit late still, because that bullet going to the right. Could have gone to the left, but I was already, like, dodging blue on the right side, so... That's annoying. Yeah, it's a fun fight. I'm a big fan of this. Okay. I mean, I just did like 10 damage to blue, but apparently the calculations have said that blue needs to come back again, so... Sure. Why was that not in the water, man? Oh, I hate jumping a frame above the bullets. It's so frustrating. That must have been a frame too early there instead of a frame, you know, to the side. I hate doing that. My eyes are starting to auto-adjust as well, which doesn't help. Like, when I went to enter the boss for a moment, like, everything was moving to the left a little bit still. Hey, LCS, thanks very much. I've had good attempts on this so far, but obviously not quite closed it out yet. I couldn't tell if I should jump or not. I definitely should have. I thought I should. How hard is this? I'm bad at numbers. I don't know. 75, 80 maybe? It's more of a consistency test than, you know, most sorts of things are. So, like, if you can do the start, you can probably do the end. It's more just like how good are you at surviving for a long time. That's the real problem. Like, the real challenge of this boss is just doing it for quite a while without screwing up. Because it still takes at least a few minutes. Catch up. Like, the actual attacks really aren't that hard to deal with. You can figure them all out very quickly. And if you've done normal, then you probably know how they are for extra too. The problem is just, you know, yeah, Jesus, that should have died. Stringing it all together without making minor mistakes like I just did. Oh my god, and then I screw it up anyway. Yeah, the problem is just trying to string it all together. Like, the actual attacks themselves individually really aren't that bad. It's just making sure you don't screw up to something at some point in the long-ass health bar. Did it again. I jumped before the water. Cool. You decided not to. Oh, how generous of you. Wow, were you going to give it multiple spikes as well? Like, instead of like a single bullet, sometimes he spawns 3 bullets. Not on the floor in green, I just mean in general. Sure, it makes it impossible sometimes at the start of the fight, but that's fine. It's doable when it speeds up. See, on the one hand, that sounds cool. On the other hand, with the way it is currently, that would be way too much. By a long shot. Seriously, that didn't go under, man. Yeah, sorry, I don't have a bot that does follow age. You can click on your name, though, because Twitch has that as well. Yeah, you can, like, Matrick just clicked on your name, so there you go. Because, yeah, Twitch implemented that themselves at some point, which is cool. Yeah, it's pretty useful. Oh, never mind, screwed up anyway. Just decided to go with that. Yeah, okay. But give it multiple apples like Sceptile's yellow. If you made it give multiple apples like Sceptile's yellow, I genuinely would never even consider jumping up for it. Like, jumping up, if it had the Sceptile thing, would just be suicide. That would be absolutely an atrocious idea in any way, shape, or form if that had been implemented. There was no way you'd be able to convince me to jump high for that to get it out of the way. Like, going low and then taking it extra slow would have been the answer. I genuinely forgot what yellow was for a moment there. Nice. Huh. Hi, Orca. Crap. This is why I say I can't read chat while I play this boss. This is why I say I can't read chat while I play this. It's really hard to play Big Kid and not die if you're looking at chat as well. Whoops, that's on me. Ugh. You blame the early part? Yeah, I could get... No, double bullets are hard to balance again, I fully understand. Like, I can only imagine how many variations this boss went through before I even got my hands on it. Just, like, in terms of consideration before you even coded anything, so... Because, like, I feel like this is probably one of the more basic attacks. What were the considerations for this, then, Lemon? Was this just going to have double bullets occasionally? This one specifically? Because this is the LemonTrap attack. Hey, I don't know what the plan was there. Oh. Hey. Ooh, if I go fast enough, I might actually be able to get the bouncing fruit in this. Hey, nice. Very nice. Alright, just wait for the bouncing fruit. Cool. I swear I misjudged the bouncing fruit's position so damn much in this somehow, and I don't know how. Yeah, for example, Lemon, by the way, on that second last one there, I just didn't feel like I had time to jump up in the water bullets and also go over that thing. So I went under. Was under the best dodge? God, no. Definitely. Damn it. Definitely not. But, like, going under over didn't seem like an option. Yeah, this is X Final. I've already cleared the game. Like, this is the last thing in the game for me. Which is also why I know all the attacks as well. Because they're the same as normal. Damn it! Yeah, like, here's all the X versions of bosses. Those are the main bosses. Here's the actual bosses. Here's all the secrets. Here's all the main stages, and there's regular Big Kid. And yeah, so on and so forth. That would have been something, Toyline, yeah. Three bouncing. I feel like three bouncing probably wouldn't have been too bad. It would have been a lot slower, obviously. Like, a lot slower. And it already feels like it's probably going to take quite a bit of time as it is. Although saying that, like, it's not unreasonably slow, I think. Like, this feels like a good balance between, like, oh no, crazy extreme difficulty, and, like, actually not kind of bullcrap. Like LemonTrap is. Oh. I'm gonna have to jump over the one from the right that I always play it slow. Like, I feel like this is actually a decent balance. Like, I'm screwing up a lot. Don't get me wrong, but, like, it feels like it's on me at least. So it's not too bad. Hi. I should have looked at the health bar. Should have looked at the health bar. I didn't think that was going to go right into my face, though, either. Like, the bouncing fruit's generally good, so... Really didn't think that was going to be a problem there. Good. Good. Cool. I think yeah, again, I still think I'm doing a decent job of reaching bouncing 1. My eyes are definitely getting very tired, and that's a problem. Because I'm looking at bullets moving constantly to the side and whatnot. Like, that's a problem in LemonTrap as well, so yay, congratulations, you copied that accurately. At the same time, crap. You know? Oh no, the bouncing fruit can't get me while the things are here. Oh, they actually can, wow. That was such a vertical angle, wow. I panicked between going left and right. I like half full jumped and that was on me. God damn it. I wanted to go back to the wall because the bullets were getting pretty quick there, but then I thought, wait, I can go to the right still. There's still room, and yeah, I couldn't decide. So I just half-arsed both options, which, as always, tends to result in murder of the bad variety. You know, that's not a great time. It's definitely taken me a good while since I last got to... Okay, red, not blue. Red, not blue. Definitely taken me a good while since I last got to the second bouncing fruit, that's for sure. Taken me a good while since I last got to the second bouncing fruit. Which is kind of annoying in that sense, but oh well. I'm mostly just disappointed that one attempt that went really well died because, you know, whatever it was. Layers to the fruit, I think. The fruit jump that was really high. Because I was feeling good about that attempt as well. So that's a bit of a shame. And like the previous attempt died because, well, oops, water. Why did that one spawn so far to the side? Why did that one go in the corner? Okay. This attack is a mess. And I don't get it. But it's fine, just get one good attempt to 2, and then I'll start paying intense attention again, and then I'll get tired after I die and, you know, be sad. That's the plan. Happy because it was a fun attempt that went well, and sad because I died. Eeh. Hi. Couldn't tell if that was green or yellow for a moment there. And now we wait. Because I have screwed up again! Ah! I had to go to the left of those two. Yeah, no, I agree. It's always interesting seeing how people decide how things come around. And especially with a case like this, like, you already know what it's going to be based off of. Like, the classic. So figuring out how they're going to come up with what they do is always interesting to me. Lemon, you were asked a question. It is in the chat, so I didn't need to answer it myself. And I don't need to repeat it either, because you can read it, so it's fine. Man. I shouldn't have shot that one. Okay, well, it's fine because I got green. Green's always a good... Green and yellow are both good attack transitions, thankfully. Oh, hello. I didn't realize we were on the bouncing already, and that was a really low bounce, too. That one could have been very bad. even is this angle, man? I actually thought I'd make that. I really thought it'd be good. I just thought it was going to be good there. That's annoying. And we're done. Yeah, because of that. That was actually perfect timing. That was flawless. Now, if only I could survive till phase 2 instead of dying at like half health every bloody time. That would be fantastic. I don't know how I keep dying at just the wrong time. It's kind of frustrating, but I know it's on me at least. I get it's because of like the whole bullet speed up thing, but you know, that doesn't make it less annoying when you screw up. Yeah, that was a mistake, to say the least. Ah, whatever, I shot at the wall. Play it safe, because you don't want to die to the bouncing fruit. I don't want to die to anything, actually, but we can't control everything in life, you know? Just kind of how things are. You can't control how everything goes in life. Sometimes things will happen that you're not fond of. And sometimes those things will be death in a video game and nowhere else. Definitely not anywhere else. Okay, I wasn't entirely sure on that dodge there, but it worked out. Just taking it nice and easy. Nice and easy. Crap. Well, it had to come at some point, but that doesn't mean I'm happy to see it. Yee, that was a bit close for comfort. Ah, it's so fast! It's so fast! Damn it! That was like was that the first or the second blue I saw here? Oh! Oh, yeah, yeah, no, I can agree with Lemon on this. There's actually a version of Big Kid I played years ago where, one, somebody screwed it up. So it was using regular water or not Necron water, and that kind of annoyed me. Partly because it's semi a practice to, and partly because, like, it was wrong and I didn't like it, as I'd already beaten Big Kid at that point. But two, yeah, like, you'd hit a bullet or something, or a fruit, and then you'd fall down because you completely missed the water because you heard a hit sound. And then you'd hit the spikes in the floor as well, and you'd take like 5 hits. Like, you'd never really take 1 hit. It would always be like 6. Okay, it wouldn't be 6. It'd be like 2 or 3 though, for sure. Which is always annoying. And then also, if you got hit by the bullets in that thing, then it didn't, like the fruit by that thing, then the fruit couldn't kill you again for some reason. So you touch a fruit and get confused that you didn't get a hit sound. So yeah. Yeah, health on a Big Kid fight is like a double-edged sword in a sense, it feels like. Crap, die! I knew that bullet was too late. And yeah, I went for it anyway. But yeah, Lemon's not wrong on the health thing, for sure. I had no idea. I had no idea once those two came in there. Yeah, the blue attack when the water bullets get fast is really hard. I need to just, like, what you need to do is you just basically stay on the left side and go back and forth between the first 2 columns. So you shoot less. You do still shoot slower on blue as well. But I wasn't really ready for it, so I didn't think it was moving quite that quickly yet. So I kind of just went ham. And I thought it'd be fine. Ah, fair enough. I thought it would be fine. Yeah, it almost was. Darn. I can't tell if that was my first or second round of blue either, which is the real problem. Like, I feel like that was my first round of blue in that, which means I would have had a second set of 10 hits in the late game, which, on the one hand, kills the boss very quickly. On the other hand, oh god, help. So much crap everywhere. So much crap everywhere. Yeah, the fast water bullets really get scary by the end. They really do. Okay. I do dumb dodges sometimes. Sometimes I make bad decisions. Yay! I just can't go for it with the spike there. Ah, really? Oh, jump way too high on that. You kind of want to jump low when you're going to the left as well for some reason. Which I'm kind of surprised by, but it is what it is. Ooh, iffy. Let's judge how high that one was going to go, I guess. Big fan of red, honestly. I actually am a big fan of the red attack. Like, that one's fun. And generally pretty reasonable to deal with as well. Yee, hi. Ah, come on, dude. What am I meant to do with that? Green, however, not quite so much. Like, I straight up still don't know what I'm meant to do with green sometimes, like that situation there. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to get out of that. It feels like the answer is, oh yeah, just be further right. However, when the bullets get too fast, it's not really an option to just be further right, because you can only go so far to the right. Because, you know, water bullets. At which point you're just kind of jumping over nothing and hoping that you position it right, which, man, I don't feel confident in my skills on that one. Like, green's probably one of the scariest ones for me now. I don't know if I'd say it's the hardest, I'd say it's the scariest. Exactly because of that. Like, yellow doesn't feel like it should be too bad because it never gets fast. Green just sometimes kind of gives you a wall. Damn it, that's on me. I didn't look at the health bar. And it's not a wall, and I know that, but it's just like, I don't know what you're supposed to do. Inspired by a big man boss. Ah, that's why it sucks. I thought I recognized that attack. Like, when I first saw it before in the test play version, I immediately thought, I don't remember good things here. And now hearing the inspiration is like, yeah, that would be why then. That would be it. That would certainly explain it all. That should have been high. I don't know how I lived, honestly, but okay. When does the temperature get cooler? The last few days have been great. I don't know why it's so warm now. Okay, so keeping in mind, the bouncing fruit should spawn soon. Wow, he was ready for it, and it didn't matter anyway, because it was approximately 3 miles high. Cool. Like, this is also why I don't pay attention for the bouncing fruit like in LemonTrap. Because half the time, the bouncing fruit just goes, like, really, really high up here. So it doesn't really matter too hugely. Ooh, okay, a bit close for comfort. See, if I'd fallen out of the water there, I just would have died because I wouldn't have fallen fast enough to land on the thing. And that's the other kind of problem that I have with it. Like, you can't fall into the other water if you want to. Ah, crap, late shot. Okay, not blue, we're good. Oh, wait, I got time. Am I really gonna get the other... I might get the other bouncing fruit if I shoot fast enough. Okay. Oh, that was not what I expected to see. My hand slipped off the jump button. I was trying to reposition myself and I got low. Damn it. From the default boss? I have no idea what the default boss in Necron Engine is. That's upsetting. I was trying to reposition myself because my hand felt like it was slipping off, and then, yeah. I suddenly missed the button as well when I was going to reposition it, so that is upsetting to say the least. It's like, it's like, yeah, I should beat it. It shouldn't be too bad. However, here we are still. God damn it. Dude, what is this green RNG? Seriously, like, if that had faster water bullets, I don't even know if that would have been dodgeable. I mean, it would have been, but it would have been complete ass. I don't know, it feels like too much sometimes still. Okay, cool, it was vertical again. I paid attention to the health bar when the bouncing fruit was coming, but considering I go with the spikes here, I wasn't sure if that was even going to work out. Because you kind of just shoot while going to the right for blue, and there's not really much you can do about it. So if that was a low angle, I don't know if I would have been able to live. That was too early, really. Okay, well that was too early on the first shot, fair enough, my bad. Fair enough. And then most of the RNG was free, because of course it was. That's how it goes normally. Really? It's so hard to focus for long enough. It's so hard to focus for long enough. Oh my god. Damn it. I feel like I should just stare out the window for a while. And just see if my eyes are trying to auto-adjust for the speed of all the bullets still. Like, genuinely, this is why I can't play LoveTrap for too long either, because your eyes just start auto-scrolling. And you just can't read it anymore. And, like, that does affect you for trying to read the dodges, because everything's trying to scroll to the side when it's not scrolling sometimes. So you're misreading where things are going. Like, half the thing, like, I take a break in LoveTrap and I'd instantly feel like I could read it all better. Just take, like, an hour break or something from it, and everything became so much more readable suddenly. Get a bit closer for comfort than I meant for it, but whatever, it's the early game, so it doesn't really matter. Just jump to the right. Hey, Steven, thanks very much. I really want to get a phase 2, like, bouncing fruit 2 some more, just so I can, like, try to take my time with it, but I know that if I'm taking my time, it's going to be a problem in its own right. It doesn't even feel like the final third takes that much longer than the first 2/3. It's just the fact that I can't get there very frequently. That's the real problem I have. I just can't get there enough. Do. Bad read apparently, but fair enough. Alright, so this will probably be in green then. So I'll wait. I can't believe I'm waiting for the bouncing fruit. That was further left than I thought that bullet would be. I thought it wouldn't scroll that much. Okay, cool. Well, I said I'd keep playing this until I get too frustrated and quit it, so... Definitely feeling like it's going that way at the moment. Because, man, these deaths are kind of upsetting. These deaths kind of make me sad. Because I clearly know what to do, you know? I really do feel like if you can get to, like, past the first third or something, you should be fine for the rest. For the most part. Like, not... There's not a flawless theory, but for the most part. If you can do the attacks at the start, you can probably do them at the end. Even if it is hard. And it does get hard, for sure. But, like, at the same time... At the same time, it's not that bad. You just take a bit longer. I almost feel like I should fall to the bottom of the water. Damn it, that was dumb of me. Like, before going for it. Like, I almost feel like I should fall to the bottom of the water because it's less likely they'll be at the bottom than the top. And it's easier to jump than to fall. You know? Crap. See, this is what I mean about basically you just stay on the left the whole time for blue. The downside is definitely less damage. But at the same time, you can't really go further over. I knew that was coming, but I thought it was a couple of hits later for some reason. So if that had been a more horizontal angle, that would have been very bad for me. You can just see me, like, wiggling in the air, trying to figure out where I'm trying to dodge this one. Buddy! Okay, love trap dodge. Nice. I don't know if blue's dead, by the way. I don't think it is. And that scares me. Also useful, also scary. Ah, there's the scary. There's the scare. No, I died though. Crap. Oh yeah, no, blues are always a good damage spam, for sure. There's, like, that's just how it goes. That was hard. Yeah, that was tough, man. It sucks that it died as I did it, but I couldn't see a way out in time. If I'd went further left, the bouncing fruit was just there. Like, I don't know what I was supposed to do. Predict it like 5 jumps in advance or something? I don't know. Okay. Like, I don't know what I was supposed to do about that. The rest of the attacks were feeling good, too, which is the shame. Like, if it was just the blue and the fast bullets, I think I'd be fine. It's the fact that it's also got the bouncing fruit, as you just saw. Because I can just, you know, jump lower if I really need to. If worse comes to worse, I can just do lower jumps between the bullets. Oh, hello. Well, unfortunate on the waiting period, but alright, I guess. I don't know if that was a missed shot, but like, I tried for it, so it works out. Yeah, like I said, I think I can beat it. It very much is just like any attempt can be the clear sort of a thing, you know? Just because of the style of boss this is. Like, if you can get close to the, like, anywhere really past the first few hits, then you'll probably be good. Although really, it's just if you can beat normal, you'll probably be good. It'll be hard, but you can do it. Okay, maybe that wasn't a good shot. I couldn't tell. I was meant to go over, really. I hate the low-angled ones, man. Low-angled greens are easily the hard part for me. Like, I just can't tell where you're meant to go half the time on them, which is really annoying. Good damage at the start again. That's nice. I'm not going to go ham on this. Yeah, green really does just feel like it's either free or really, really hard to me. That was one of the free ones. Thanks, Flav. Yeah, green really does feel like it's either very easy or it's just like, hey, all the bullets. And it's not because of, like, it's generally not because of, like, spamming shots. It's just that 3 of them collided from one thing for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, really? Okay. I can't tell if I'm shooting too fast. I feel like I might be. Well, that was a missed shot. That was a death. I just misread that one entirely. Okay. That was simple, Medley Flav, because obviously I didn't stick around to the end. Bollocks. I keep forgetting I can go with the bullets at this point when it comes to the start. It just feels like they should be moving faster. I guess I'm just not good at spamming fast on green. That's the problem. Apparently I'm not good at spamming fast on blue either. Whoops. Yeah, going fast on green just doesn't go well for me, I think. I think that's the problem. That's my real issue. I am glad I did tell you to, like, tell me what the first attack is. That is still a useful tip. That's not red. I don't get how I confuse red and yellow so much. I really don't understand my problem there. Wow, that RNG kind of sucked. Oh, that was just the final... Oh. You're saying it made a return trip. Alright then, cool. Can't say I expect it to come back again, but fair enough then. God damn it. I don't know how Renix made that teapot. Like, the general default position I have on Renix is, oh, go screw yourself. That's pretty much my general default opinion of him. Like, oh, Game Maker can't be 3D. Look at me as I make it 3D. Like, okay, screw you. Ooh, look at you and your talent. Yeah, well, can you draw a smiley face on a piece of dirt from Google Image? I don't think so. I don't think you can do that, buddy. That might be a little out of your skill set. Crap, I messed up there. So... I lived? Okay, I lived somehow. I did not live on that one. Oh, boy. I really am just rushing the start at this point. And it is not going well for me. I'd like to blame the heat, but no, I think it's just because I've been playing this boss for too long at this. Yeah, okay, you know what? Fine. I'll take a break from this. I really wanted to carry on playing this, though. Man, I've been going for 3 hours, I guess. It's not too bad. Hold on, let me just stare out the window and see how much of my eyes are trying to auto-adjust for scrolling. Oh, natural sunlight! Oh god, it burns! Nice, though. I've got to be honest there, yeah. Not bad to look at. Like, so this is the outside world. Ooh. I might even be able to see my face for once until I turn to the camera, in which case now I am half engulfed with darkness again. It's a metaphor? I don't know. I like that I have trees outside my window. Like, right outside my window. Don't even have to look at the trees in the distance and watching the kids playing in the park. I just look at the trees outside there. It's great. Don't get to see green in the video game. Only grays, reds, and blues. And white and black because bullets. But, you know, that's a different story. Those don't count. I like my view. Ah. Well, back to the shadowy confines, the curtain being closed. Ah. I really don't, like, considering I'm 3 hours deep, I don't think there's anything else I want to start today. If anything, it would be Can't Stop, and I don't really want to do a short Can't Stop session. So, I guess I'll just keep going for this. Admittedly, most of today's stream has just been Miku, so doing Big Kid after Miku kind of makes sense. I did not think that was going to be red, but I managed to shoot it as I jumped. Nice. I've had some good attempts on this too. Like, this definitely isn't like Lunatic or something where it's just like, oh man, I could beat this soon. However, I'm going to fail for like 50 hours first. Like, this genuinely feels like, yeah, I could beat this in a stream or two probably. This is, air quote, only 80 difficulty. It's, I don't even know how you rate difficulty on something like this. This is my problem. I don't know how you rate difficulty on something like this because it's a consistency test. It's not like Consistency Barrage or something, like Solus or something like that. It's just like, hey, you can already do all these attacks, just do them for a while. Just do them all for a good amount of time. And, like, that's not really something that fits on the current difficulty scale that we have. Like, the difficulty scale is made for just, you know, beating all the attacks individually. And then all together. And this is like beating all the attacks individually multiple times. Except with constant goings on. It's more like destination than anything else, but even that doesn't feel like an appropriate description. Like, that doesn't feel like the correct way of describing this either. But I don't know what's good, and that's the problem. Because there's just, like, even still, there's just not many bosses that fit into this sort of genre. Crap. Ah, yeah, that's on me, fair enough. Yeah, exactly, and I can't tell either. Like, I don't think it's that hard of a boss, and I don't think that's just because of my Big Kid experience. I just don't think it's that bad. It's just the fact that you've got to be good at, like, oh, whoops, I died to this one attack that I beaten, like, 50 times in this one attempt. Guess I'll go round again. Because I genuinely think it's a fun boss, regardless of the whole Big Kid aspect. I think it's just a good boss, personally. Is it too hard for the video game? Oh my god, yes. No, that in that sense, like, it was going to give proper feedback on that. Oof! But, like, it's a LoveTrap thing, so I understood that was why it was way too hard compared to everything else in the first place. But, like, on its own, I genuinely think it's a good boss. But yeah, it takes, like, 3 hours compared to Miku's 20 to 30 minutes. So, you know, in that sense, yeah. Crap. But that doesn't mean it's, like, not a good boss in itself. It just means that, like, in terms of the game, it's very out of whack. It's already going a little fast, so I've got to be a bit careful here. Yeah, it's a fun boss and I enjoy just playing it, otherwise I wouldn't still be doing this, really. Like, I probably would have started doing this off stream or something if I cared to clear. I had to jump immediately and I didn't read it in time. That one's on me. That's on me. Bollocks. Yeah, I don't know how people that, like, mostly play these would deal with it. Because, like, I feel like it's not, like, Big Kid and Crimson in the sense that, like, if you don't shoot, everything's fine. Everything's a problem. Oh, no, everything's fine, yeah. Like, you gotta take your time and it's personally on you. I do think some people would probably... Yeah, like green is the best example, because I took it too fast at first as well. Like, I think there's a lot of attacks like that where it is still... It's got the aspect of patience test, you know? But I don't really feel like I'm shooting that far, that slowly. Even like this. I could have done another one. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm missing really any damage by doing it at this speed. It just means this is the damage you get for this boss, for this attack. Like, it feels fine to me, personally. Yeah, I don't know how, like, semi-patient... I couldn't tell how to dodge with the bouncing fruit and the other thing at the same time. Yeah, even after the tuning. I mean, I've already seen some of the dodges specifically, even when you only shoot once can be a bit rough still, so... Cool. Really don't know what the best option is there. Please, I would like to, you know, shoot. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Soon. Like, at this point, it feels less like, oh yeah, I think I can clear right now, and more just, I'm having fun with this, and I want to see if I can make progress. Will I? Probably not. I'm too tired to be able to play properly. Like, I'm not going to be able to play at my best. If I wanted to clear, I would have stopped like an hour and go, or something, but... It's just fun to play, honestly, so... Downside is very, very hard to read chat while you're playing, so that's unfortunate. But, like, it is just fun to play as far as I'm concerned, and not just because, hey, big kid fight, yeah, I beat LemonTrap twice. For the record, people have beaten LemonTrap 3 times, so... I'm not even that special. Granted, nobody's done extra on very hard mode, that's only me, but still. That one's only me, but like, people have beaten LemonTrap more times than I have. I think he was the guy that made Locus and PRGM with the 2. It's been a while though, so I don't exactly remember. That's fine, I can wait. I can take my sweet time. There is no rush on a boss like this. That's how LemonTrap works. I am going from too far to the left. What do you mean red has died? What do you mean red has died? I don't get that much damage on red. Oh no! Blue is going to be a problem. This is an issue. Oh no! God, why? Okay, well, I should not have shot there. Yeah, I still could have lived though. Man, that was... Oh, everything in that was dumb of me. That was so stupid. I don't know why I shot there of all things. I wanted it in yellow. I wanted the bouncing fruit to spawn in yellow so I didn't have it later. But I didn't think far enough ahead to, like, do the timer as well there. I just knew it was ending soon. How was red dead so early? Red takes at least 3 or 4. What the hell was the RNG I got in the attacks to have red killed? Thank you. And, like, I straight up don't think I'd had any on blue there. So, like... The vast majority, at least half the health remaining was on blue. And I must have had at least 1 blue and I just don't remember it. But it sure didn't feel like it. And that's kind of a problem in the late game. I almost feel like I should play LemonTrap again after this. Yeah, hi. But I should definitely beat this first before I try going back to that. I have enough things that I can air quote grind as it is, although granted that grind is something that I don't exactly expect to clear anytime soon, so it's a little different. I jumped before I hit the water because I was worried about the bullet there. Bollocks. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, in that sense, definitely. But one, you got to be aware of the bouncing. And two, you know, it means you do miss quite a bit of damage out on the green, which is a bit of a shame. Thanks very much, Ultimate. I appreciate it. That... Balls! I can't shoot fast on green anymore. I really can't. Like, I've got to take it slow or I'm gonna screw up the dodges. I just can't read it well enough anymore. Which makes sense. I've been playing this for like an hour and a half now, so eventually you get tired. That... Oh my god. Yeah, no, they spawn very quickly by the end, I'm aware. I am very aware of how fast they can possibly go. Yeah, I mean, it's both the same thing. They're both correct, so it's fine. I need to shoot slower on yellow, though. I mean, I'm getting good fruit from the right side, so that's kind of what's important here, but still. There, I'm shooting slow on green. I'm doing the thing I should have been every bloody time, but I can't bring myself to do so. Balls. Well, there goes the damage. Ah, it's gonna finish late. Crap. And you gave me blue, and I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to look at what attack was coming next. As it turns out... Yeah. Should have paid more attention. Should have paid a bit more attention there. God, like, it is upsetting that I know I can. Partly why I'm continuing is I feel like I can beat this still, even though I'm like clearly more tired and less focused. And the fact that it's fun. Like, I have enjoyed this way too much. Like, yeah, this could be the clear. Anything could be the clear. I feel like red's probably like second best. I feel like red's probably the second best for trying to spawn an attack on. Hey. Yeah, green's obviously the best if you're trying to spawn the fruit, but like, I feel like red's not bad because the red tends to go away pretty quickly. Blue feels atrocious. Mostly because I'm generally advancing to the right the whole time anyway. Gotta keep my eye on the timer, so I stop mashing at the right point. Okay, that should have been death. I did not deserve to live through that one. That extra little jump was apparently a bad move. Oops. Yeah, wait. Speed of things kind of got in the way a little bit there. That's on me. I knew I shouldn't have gone right for that. Ah! Hey, Bennett, how's it going? It's like I'm clearly getting good attempts still. Mostly good attempts still. To get to first bouncing. I mean, it doesn't take that long in LemonTrap either. It's like, unless you mean like X, in which case, yes, it takes an eternity. But normal doesn't take too long. Yeah, this boss is very, very hard for sure. I've been playing it for a while as well, so I'm not exactly playing at my best, but I'm enjoying it a lot, so I'm just going anyway. Like, at this point, it's less like whether I clear and more just how far can I get, because it's fun. I definitely still think I can clear, but like, trying to not make a mistake after a long time, quite difficult. Quite difficult. There we go. This screen's still mostly consistent when there's no bouncing on screen. That's nice. Mostly because of the length. The length is genuinely, like, the biggest part of why this is hard. Because you gotta go for so long without screwing up. And it's always easier said than done. Like, nothing individually is especially difficult. It's just doing it all together for a long time. See, that... Yellow, I think, is okay, Lemon. However, I most certainly made a mistake there in shooting so far to the side. That was not intended. I was not paying attention for the bouncing there. That is my big flaw, I'd say, on this fight. Not paying attention to when the bouncing fruit's gonna spawn. I kinda just go for it. And that is definitely to my downfall. Alright, that's fine. Have I even had blue yet? I think I've had one. I don't know if I've had one on this attempt, though, or the previous one. That's the problem. It's so hard to tell which attempts the blues were on because they all blend into each other. That height. All the blue attempts just kind of blend into each other, so I really can't tell which one I'm up to. Oof, scary. I jumped, though! I looked at the color, I saw the blue, I thought I had a moment longer anyway, but... Damn it! I thought I jumped in time. How was that not in time? Like, that actually startled me. I didn't realize that spike was anywhere near as close as it was. The fruit's random. There's a lot of fruits. They're semi-random. They're set different, like, they've got set positions they can be in, but, like, they're not 100% consistent. And even if they were consistent, I'm going to be honest, I would not be able to remember where all of these fruits are spawning every time, so... They aren't targeted at the player, though. That's for sure. Big red markers. I know you did. I can't blame you in the slightest. That's the problem. It's entirely on me. You gave me giant red markers, and I still can't tell when it's coming, because I'm not manually counting every hit like LoveTrap. That's my problem here. Oh, hello. Speaking of not paying attention to when the bouncing fruit spawns. Crap. I'll just wait, that's fine. Like, I generally react to when the first spike spawns as well, and I don't need to look for blue because it's blue, you know? But, like, on that one, I missed it, and that's really annoying. Because blue should have been fine. Ah, well, missed damage. I'd like it if the spikes stop being in the way, thank you kindly. So I can, you know, reposition myself slightly so I can shoot. Well, I've had worse there. It's not too bad, I guess. This the end boss? Yeah, no, this is the last boss in the game. Like, this is the extra final boss. I've already beaten the main game final boss. Like, this is after all the secrets and everything. And it's the only thing left for me in this game. Okay, maybe I shouldn't go under that one. See, I noticed that it's getting close. How... Dude, that one was hard. Damn, dude. That attack's really difficult when it gets in line with the speed of the bullets, Lemon. I'm not entirely sure about that one. That's a problem in, like, LoveTrap as well. Like, when they, like, go at the same speed, or, like, you know, some sort of multiple or something, it's really difficult to handle. And that only happens in the late game, too, and it's kind of annoying. But, like, when that fruit times itself perfectly, you're not exactly going to be able to position it, you know? I'm not going to be able to try to, like, make the fruit spawn directly above my water bullets. It's just going to happen sometimes. Oh, hello. Again, not paying attention. I mean, it's more important on the second one anyway, but yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have done that shot, but it worked out. Dude, it's been a fall through the bullets, really. Have I played Camellia 3? Yes, I have highlighted my playthrough of that game. I finished that. I have played more than enough of it. Yeah, no, I beat that game a few years ago at this point. I don't remember exactly when. Nice. That was actually pretty good for red. That was red, right? I thought it was yellow again for a moment after saying red. Yeah, and that's the last shot. Yeah, no, I've been in a lot of tough fan games. Mostly ones I enjoyed too, so that's been cool. Like, I generally don't play something because it's hard. I play it because I think it'll be fun, and it coincidentally is hard. Ah, shot the wall. Fine, whatever. I was ready that time. I paid attention. I saw that the bouncing fruit was coming. I did a good. Are you proud of me, Lemon? Nah, I'll just wait. That's fine. Alright, well, there goes the mash damage, and I'm okay with that. Ah, I couldn't tell how to do that. It's definitely not the hardest fan game. Boshi on Rage Mode is pretty hard, but I think most people that play that have probably practiced it a lot on the easier difficulties first. So it's probably not harder. Like, it is very hard. I don't think it's harder than K3. As difficult as it is. Because I still, like, it's hard to say at that point. It's the difference between long saves versus difficult saves. Even with the platforming being that long, I don't know if Boshi gets that difficult compared to K3. Because the bosses in K3 are definitely harder than in Boshi, and the boss is normally the hard part of Boshi, so I'd probably say K3 is still harder, for what it's worth. Also, Flav, don't really appreciate those. Like, I get it, but like, the whole hardest fan game joke, it's like, when's K3 sort of a thing to me. Like, they're taking it seriously still, so, like, the irony is lost. You know? That's the main problem. Ah, damn it. Really bad RNG. What, in K3 or in Boshi? Yeah, like, it doesn't matter how many emojis you put, Flav, the joke is going to be lost. That's my big problem. It's like when somebody arrives for the first time and somebody would link advanced jumps, that would always annoy me as well. Because they'll just think it's actually a thing. I'm trying to help someone understand what actually are the jumps that we call, you know? That sort of a thing. That should have died. I screwed that one up. Boshi. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. Does it? In terms of, like, speedrunning, Masingno's got, like, some pretty rough RNG. Same for Shang Tsung. But, like, in terms of, like, regular clearing, I feel like it's generally pretty consistent. The most frustrating part of Boshi when I played it was actually Sonic. And that wasn't even, like, RNG. That was based on your position. It was kind of a pain in the ass. Maybe I'm right. I've been seeing it for years, man. I already know the answer to that maybe. Like, there's no debate about that. Like, what is it? Poe's law? Anything suited... I can't remember the exact phrasing, so I know this is wrong, but anything suitably ironic like, or ironic enough, is lost in translation to, like, people taking it seriously. I can't remember what the exact phrasing is for that thing. Right on rage mode? I'd rather not. Doesn't sound fun to me. I've already beaten the game on hard on. I've done a number of games with, like, no save points. Don't really care for Boshi. I don't enjoy it that much. It is a pretty good game, but, like, I didn't enjoy it, so. Like, the hardest part of that game was Sonic, to me. And it upset me greatly, like, the hardest part of the game was, like, halfway through, of all things. K3? I don't remember. I don't care about death time. I really don't remember how long it took me to beat K3. Boshi I remember because I did that in one stream, so that was a dumb time. K3 was, I don't know, over a month. Took me a month, real time. Supposed like 5 years, so some people still don't realize that I beat it, even though they watched me do it. Because I decided to not space it out over, like, an eternity like most people do, because they're not good enough for that game. Oh, okay. Ah, I shouldn't have shot there. That's on me. Yeah, I don't remember the exact number. Still a long time. I didn't beat it in, like, record time or anything. That lived somehow. Okay. Like, I'm sure as hell not the fastest first clear or whatever. But in terms of real time, I'm probably one of the shortest. With how long some people have taken with it. I screwed that up immediately. Ah, I'm not paying attention anymore, man. I might have to leave this here. That's annoying. How old am I? 30. I had to double check what year it was. I always forget my age. Crap. Sure as hell not young at this point. Yeah, I'm not paying attention the slightest. I am shooting at the worst times on this. I think I'm done with this boss for today. Yeah, I've been playing these games for a good few years at this point. But I'm definitely not one of the young people in the community anymore. I don't think I ever was, actually. I think even when I started, I was still, like, one of the older people. They're not old, but... 16? Yeah, I kind of figured you were on the younger side. That sounds about right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that there. Playing this boss? Hold on. Approximately 3.43 times 10 to the minus 4 years. Hope that helps. Fun boss. God, I'm too tired to play. I can't read it anymore. It sucks. I really want to keep going, but I just can't focus in the slightest. I don't know, maybe I can do something and can't stop for a moment.